Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Chop House. I am your host, J Mac Mizzle.
It's your girl, Victoria Elizabeth.
And I think we can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Jamar.
I'm sitting here talking to y'all. It was my turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. F That. Jamar is my real name. You know what's going on.
And we are coming to you live in studio once again. Definitely thank you guys for joining. So, how was y'all week?
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm gonna let the women go first.
Like, I can't even remember what I did this weekend.
Yeah.
Wild and crazy.
Yeah, it was it was very quiet as usual, very uneventful, the way I like it, very peaceful. Yeah, that's it. Very relaxing.
Why every time we get on here, y'all have these most relaxing weekends ever? I didn't do anything. I binge watched the TV channel that I wanted to watch and drunk some wine. And that was it.
I got stood up. So my weekend was boring. I had plans, but they kind of fell through.
Talk about it.
Oh,
yeah, talk about it. Who we gotta go down?
Plans just changed. It's like we planned to hang out on Saturday, but he took a shift at work, so Saturday was off the table. We were supposed to go to Jersey, so I had to just stay home. I could have filled the spot, but I decided to and just relaxed. I watched a lot of TV that I saw before because that is what I do. I don't have a life. It's quarantine. Quarantine. Mm-hmm.
I know Jamar turned up this. I know Jamar, Mr. F that turned up this weekend. What would you do, Mr. F that?
Hey, I'm trying to share our video right now, but I had fun. And I feel like I came on the last time saying the same thing. Like, listen, my weekend was, but yeah, I had fun this weekend. My brother, he had a masquerade birthday party, 37 birthday party, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was lit. Like, and it wasn't a lot of us there. It just was lit for us. You know what I mean? So we had a lot of fun. That was the highlight. Then after that, down south, I'm in North Carolina, so they like to play like cornhole and shit. So the next day on Sunday, we played cornhole, got drunk. I won a lot, so I was happy about that. Today, I'm happy to announce that I did launch the website for the brand.
Talk about it.
I'm excited about that. This is my hat right here. It's called the Effort brand. This is the Effortless Dad hat right here. So I a few weeks ago I did the store. I told you about the store here in North Carolina. So I did that, and then today, me and my wife, we launched the website. So I'm really excited about that. Y'all can go to theeffortbrand.com, or you can catch us on Instagram at the Effort Brand. The Effort Brand on Facebook, all of that is the same stuff. You can go on there and pre-order the hats, man. And, I got some stuff coming, some ideas. That's what I was doing the whole time just now. I was writing in this book. But yeah, that's it. I'm excited.
Is a video you want to share?
Huh?
It's a video you want to share?
Oh, no, I don't have a video.
Oh, I was about to say, hey, you can send it to me. I definitely share it for you.
Oh no, watch. I didn't put a video up. I just put a post on Instagram. You can't share from Instagram, can you?
Send it to me.
Okay. I'll do that right now after I post our live.
All right.
Gotta support.
Yes, I love the support, man. That's the thing. That's the name of the game.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I want to see everybody shine and, you know what I'm saying, prosper.
What part of North Carolina are you in?
I'm in Raleigh.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
My
Know
people,
about Raleigh? Huh?
my people are in Wilson.
Oh yeah, yeah. Know
Yeah.
about Wilson.
About 5 minutes to drive through, but it's there.
Yeah, it's like this, but
Mm.
it's there.
Yeah,
Everybody know about Wilson. I got a friend of mine from Wilson.
that's
Yeah,
my people.
my best friend lives in Clayton, so
Yeah, does he or she?
she lives in Clayton.
Did we talk about that?
Probably did, yeah.
I don't know, bro, but that's where I live at right now.
Oh, you live in Clayton? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm waiting for her to get some free time because she wants me to come back and visit, but her schedule's crazy. So I told him like, hey, when you get that situated, you know what I'm saying, then we'll go ahead and I don't mind. I told her I don't mind coming back, and then when I come out, I'm definitely gonna link up with you.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gotta link up with me. You if you done been to this country behind place, then yeah, you got. And you had fun. You talking about you want to come back? Oh yeah, all right. Well, yeah.
I
And
mean,
that means food, okay?
Huh?
we didn't really do nothing. Like,
That's all I want is food. I need good job barbecue, okay?
Facts. I know some spots. You
yeah,
need that, and you need that, and I always take everybody who come from up top. I take them to Zaxby's.
Yeah. But see, it's like I know all the places. Like my family is
Zaxby's
literally
is so good.
that's base. That's home base right there. So
Yeah.
is they close Bills. I'm very upset. Well, my family is very upset that they closed Bills because I still like Parker's.
What's Bill's?
Bill Ellis's barbecue
That's where down here.
in Wilson.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well,
I haven't been. I haven't been to Wilson to eat that.
but Zaxby's is there in Wilson. The Cookout.
Of course.
I still don't understand watermelon milkshakes. I don't get that.
Nah, I don't either.
Oh,
That's a
that's
thing.
nasty.
I mean, it might be good if you eat strawberry milkshakes. I
No,
guess.
it's
Nah, I don't eat watermelon,
I don't
so
think watermelon
that's
and ice
why
cream
it's nasty.
together. Watermelon and like
No.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So you said
There's
the town that you're in, is small? Because my aunt, she lives in Fayetteville, and it can't be no smaller than that. Like
Nah.
nah.
Fayetteville is
So
like,
Fayetteville is actually pretty big, but Fayetteville is mostly Fort Bragg.
Mm-hmm.
Fayetteville is
right,
big, but
and
it's mostly
she's
the
ex-military, so
yeah.
yeah.
Like these
Out
places goes like I
Yeah.
told you, it was like 5 minutes from one end to the other. Like you drive
yeah.
5, you're not in that place anymore.
Yeah,
You're
I
different.
won't
Oh
front
wow.
though, and Jay been here before, so he will know. Clayton is kind of big.
yeah.
It's kind of big, but there's not much here. You know what I'm saying? It's not the city, so it's not much here. Like you gotta go to the city, like you gotta go to Raleigh to really see. Like Raleigh's big too, but there's a lot of stuff there. Clayton is just a lot of land, so like you'll go somewhere and be like, "Oh, I'm still in Clayton," and you'll be like, "This is pretty big." Like, cause where my brother lived from me, it's probably like 10 minutes, maybe 13, right? But the exits, I take one exit to get to my house, but he takes a whole nother exit, which is like 3 miles down the road to get to his exit. So we're like this far apart from each other, on a map. So it's
Yeah,
Clayton's pretty big. It's nothing here.
All right.
got
So
you.
we got a couple comments already. All right. So Facebook user, we don't know who you are, but it says salute panel. And
Salute.
Miranda, Miss Desiree, we are looking for you. We put out an APB out for you the other day. Miranda, Desiree says, hey, y'all. Facebook user also says, watermelon is terrible, personal opinion.
Watermelon flavor is nasty. Real watermelon tastes perfect. I don't
I
know.
like watermelon flavored stuff,
No,
but I don't eat
I don't
milkshakes, so
like
I wouldn't touch
watermelon at
that.
all.
I want the watermelon milkshake. I want the watermelon. I want to scoop the watermelon out the rind, all of that. But don't give me a watermelon lollipop. I'm gonna not like you.
I'ma like that. You know why? Cause look, my favorite Jolly Rancher is the watermelon one.
I hate all watermelon flavored candy.
You see to me, if you saying you hate watermelon flavor stuff, that means you like cherry flavor stuff, don't you?
I like sour apple.
All
Like
right, I'm cool with that. As long as
which
you don't like cherry.
both green. They're both green. All the
Alright.
watermelon stuff is always green. So I'm like, damn, I be getting them mixed up. And I'm like, it's the worst thing to win a sour apple and you get a watermelon piece. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Alright, so Facebook user is Shad B the God.
But why are you not here?
What's going on, Shad? Brother man. Alright, so let's get this party started. So I saw a video. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get started. Watermelon flavored snacks are always all right, but the actual watermelon just isn't it for me. So Shad does not like watermelon flavored.
It's a personal preference.
It is because this is why. I like cherries, love cherries, but I cannot eat cherry flavored anything. Like I don't like it.
I'm allergic to cherry, so I can't eat real cherry. So I'll take cherry flavor whatever you give me.
As long as it says artificial.
Artificial. Like I can't eat raw like a cherry. I can't eat that. Like it has to be a cherry. Like it has to be cooked, like a cherry pie or something like that.
Yeah.
The same thing for apple. I can't. So kind of sucks.
All right. So I stumbled across this video and I found it very interesting. Actually, Saheem, another cast member, sent it to me. And he thought it was a good idea. And after looking at it, it's a very good talking point. So we'll start by watching this quick video and we'll talk about it.
Lori is here. She is the author of Marianne, making the case for settling for Mr. Good Enough.
The book is based on a survey where men and women were asked if they got 80% of everything they want in their ideal mate, would they be happy with that? And women said, no, that's settling. And men said, 80%, I'd be thrilled. That's a catch. And so
80% of the women you surveyed is settling?
That's settling because, the question is, what actually makes us happy in long-term romantic love? And, that's the question that I explore in the book. And I'm a journalist, so I went out and I asked neurobiologists about chemistry, and I asked behavioral economists about demographics, and I asked marital researchers.
What are women too picky about here?
Well, I'll tell you, men and women were asked what would be a deal breaker for going on a second date. And men named 3 things. They said she has to be cute enough. She doesn't have to look like Angelina Jolie. She just has to be cute enough. She has to be warm and kind, and she has to be interesting to talk to. Those seem like really valid criteria.
Ding, 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 ding. Pretty simple.
Right. Okay, reasonable, right? The women came back with 300 things that would rule out a guy for a second date. We're talking about like another 2 hours and maybe a free dinner. And they wouldn't do it. And there were things like he wore a brown belt with black shoes. Or we were having a really good time and I thought he was cute and he was interesting. But then he did this Austin Powers impression and I just can't get that out of my mind and I can't go out with him again. Austin Powers guy could be the love of her life. If he does these impressions on the second date, okay, don't go on a third. But maybe he was just nervous. The guys who are bad first daters might be great life partners. You don't know.
Bars.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Let me just let her preach.
She said she.
Hey, you got nothing to say.
Let me make the other argument. You have to have a list, Lori. You have to. You just can't run around dating anytime, Dick or Harry. You have to develop a list, and
but you have to have the right things on your list. They have to be the right things. The character things, is he kind? Do we have the same life goals? Do we have the same values, the fundamentals? Do we enjoy each other? How do we communicate with each other? Somebody said to me, this woman that I was really interested in wouldn't go out with me because I didn't read the same books that she did. But she's madly in love with this guy who reads the same books, but he doesn't call her when he says he will.
What are your thoughts?
I just ain't got shit to say. I mean, it's just that it's what I see. It's what I see in some of my girls' friends.
Guys, his opinion isn't important. The important opinion is, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm good with the
I'll
80.
go first.
Go
Oh.
ahead.
So wait.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Tell me the initial point before, because like I was hearing them, but like.
So basically, to sum it up, what she's trying to say is women, so when it comes to men and women,
We're too picky.
Yeah, women are real picky on what they want, or what they'll go for. Where guys, you know, we're basic. Like, you know, if they're cool, the vibe is there, we with it. You know what I'm saying? Women, they're like, yeah, the vibe was there, he was cool, but I didn't like this, or I don't like that, or he did this, and you know, I didn't like that they did that. You know what I'm saying? So women, women are a lot more picky when it comes to like a second date or what they would allow or prefer. Where men, we just like, yo, whatever, it's cute. You know what I'm saying? The conversation was cool. Yeah, I'll go out with her again.
Okay.
Okay, Victoria.
Okay. So I think that when it comes to dating, men and women, the playing field is not even, and I will elaborate on that. Unless a man has amassed a great amount of wealth, he doesn't have his picking of any woman. Women, we're accustomed to being able to say, I mean, you know, for the most part, if you're decent looking, and you don't even have to, you know, be Beyonce or anything like that. If you're decent looking and have a shred of intellect, you can kind of land any guy you want. I mean, yeah, I don't think that men can say the same. You know, it's kind of hard. Like sometimes they get met with rejection more, I believe, than women experience. Have women been rejected? Absolutely. But I don't think that we have the pressure that men have on them to be this, you know, perfect, or you know, we don't have to meet this crazy checklist. If any checklist exists, it more than likely we put it on ourselves. You know, we have to have the latest, you know, whatever on. We have to have bundles. We have to have, you know, I gotta look good in this Chanel bag. These are things that men don't even like. I mean, some guys they're in tune and they like certain, you know, their women to look a certain way. Don't get me wrong, but the average guy that I'm dating, like he wouldn't know like this is, you know, Brazilian wavy. Like no, like that's not a thing. You know, like that's something that I wanted. I put in the effort, but he just gets to enjoy it, I guess. But no, there's no the playing field is not even when it comes to men and women and dating at all whatsoever. Unless the guy's super rich, and then of course he can have.
His pick.
Yeah. Money makes all that disappear. Money makes all the rejection go.
Not all, not all of it, not all of it, because if there are certain just non sequiturs that are just like, nah, I don't care how much money you have, it's not gonna work. But then
Yeah,
it all
yeah, but it makes it easier for
oh,
them. I think it kind of gives them that confidence
but self-esteem is a
to
factor.
go after more women. Yeah,
Self-esteem is a factor in that, especially on the woman's part. So if a woman has enough self-esteem and she, you know, values herself, she's gonna put a certain value on what she's looking for in. I think that the pressure that we put on ourselves, that our outside pressure that we get, are really not important in the grand scheme of things. And it's not men's fault. It's society kind of places this premium on what we should expect. And it's not always realistic. It's not a realistic thing. Like the list that men said that they wanted, what do they say? Moderately attractive, she can hold a conversation, and she's warm and kind. I think that's nice. I think that's decent. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if that person lives under a bridge, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we kind of end up tacking things onto that. But yes, I think we are very.
yeah. We have more options, so we can turn down more. You know what I mean? Like we know that it's a revolving door. Another one of you guys will come. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's not ever.
But see these guys
for
that are
a semi, you know.
there's a girl for every person out there, for every guy out there. I'm sorry. I guys that, you know, I would not date. They always got a girl on their arm. You know, there's somebody for everybody. It may not be me, but there's somebody.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about it?
Mr. F that.
So I feel like, all right. So I feel like women and trying to figure. I was sitting here this whole time trying to figure out just the right way to say things. Even though I missed the F that, I gotta make sure that I ain't trying to really offend nobody. And plus, I don't got enough of this in me right now. So, so I'm just gonna say, like, all right, I feel like when it comes to women, compared to men, you do have higher standards. You are more picky with the people that you choose. But I'll say this. I'll flip it to say this. You're that picky because you have so many guys coming at you. You're so picky because we're not picky enough. Does that make sense? Like
No,
in a way
absolutely.
where we're so broad with it doesn't matter. This chick, nah, she don't gotta have all this. I don't. So I'm gonna go for her. Or I'm gonna go for her too. 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 I'm gonna go like we're not really picky at all. So that if I'm that guy that's going for her, and her, right? But all of y'all would just be like, yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? Now I done mess with this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. So if y'all weren't picky, then the world might be a way more effed up place than it is now. Do I make sense with that, or am I just rambling?
No, absolutely. It's to me, it aligns with each other because if that element wasn't in sync, then it would be the balance would be off. Like we would be the hunters. We would be the. I mean, well, some women are hunters,
Some women are,
but
not a lot.
Hurts.
Like I'm a,
however,
all right,
yeah,
I
but
could, I can
yeah, it
be
might
a
throw everything
picky
off.
guy. Like I could be picky. Um, when I was out choosing to try to find the right thing, I was kind of picky. But then let my wife tell us, she might be like, well, the girls, like, cause we was in college together, so she saw the girls that I messed with before her, and she was like, you don't really have a preference. And I was like, well, I'm picky about certain things that I like, but I don't have a preference when it always comes to how a person, how they visual is, how they physically look, because I'm just, I don't think you're gonna find your person if you just basing it off of looks and money and certain things,
Absolutely.
like how women base certain things off. I just be like, it's not always about that. You know what I mean? Like a chick might tell me, oh, I don't date skinny guys. And you know what I say? I heard that shit before.
Right?
Honestly, I say I heard that shit before, and I'm the skinniest guy there is. But next thing you know, she's all over me. It's like, wait, wasn't that part of your criteria that you said that you didn't like? That was the pick. That's why it's showing you right. What I'm showing you is when just like I have friends, I have female friends back when I was in like high school and college where they used to be like, well, why I can't get a guy and this guy is like this, and I'm like, yo, maybe you gotta broaden yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you gotta open yourself up to other men. Like you may say, I don't date short men. Well, why? Why don't you date short men? Is it because you don't want to be viewed a certain way by the people looking
No,
for the
it's
outside?
when you no when you tell yourself that you have no when you tell yourself that you have a certain standard, it's almost as if you're coming off your pedestal to meet someone at a level that you're not comfortable with. And if things go left or if things don't end up, good,
But that's not
then
always
you feel
though.
stupid for making that, for taking that
Not,
chance or you know what I
but why?
mean?
All right. So don't we say this in life though? If you don't try things, you'll never know, right? So that's why when it comes to food, I will try something at least once. If I know I don't like it, I may give it one more shot from a different spot. Maybe it wasn't cooked the way I wanted to get it cooked,
Right.
right? The way I like it, the way my taste buds like it. So I'll try it again. And then by that time, I'm just like, yeah, I didn't like that. So I'm never gonna do
You're
that
you're
again.
describing food, but I think human interaction is totally different. You have to
I
invest
don't.
time, you get emotionally invested. It's a bigger risk.
So look, you
It's
think
still
I'm
a risk, but
describing
it is
food,
a bigger risk
but
Right.
you think I'm
associated with that.
describing food,
Bigger
but
risk.
you know what I'm describing? I'm describing the process. So the process of coming out of your box, because me, I don't like mussels, right? But I've tried mussels and clams and all that stuff, and I figured out it wasn't for me, right? Because I went outside my box to try it real quick. Now that's the same process when it comes to the mind thinking, you know what? I've been dating the same type of guys this whole time. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let me just try this guy. Like I remember back, I used to not like the girls who always wanted the hood guy. Now I'm from the hood, but I'm not the actual hood guy. Like I want to have a job. I want to do this. That was like
Right.
back in the day. I'm talking. You know, times have changed now.
Yeah.
But so I'm that type of guy. And then next thing you know, the older they get, now they want to come start trying to talk to you because they done talked to these same guys this whole time and they always ended the same way. But now, now you want to, now you notice me. Nah. Now I have standards.
Right.
That's how I feel now. Now I have standards. You know what? The whole time from the when y'all didn't want to talk to me when I was feeling y'all, now I got standards where I won't talk to y'all based off of the fact that these are the type of people you want to be around. So
No, I
I
mean, I get your point for sure.
All right, let me hit the comments real quick. All right, so Stephanie says laugh out loud, and she also says everyone just has preferences, which is true. Um,
definitely.
yeah, I mean, and like you said, Jamal, like you know, what I'm saying even younger, like when I was younger, like my standards for dating women were through the roof. Like, when I was younger, my standards was I wouldn't date nobody that's dark skinned. I wouldn't date anybody that had shorter hair than me. You had to be light skinned or caramel. If you was darker than caramel, no chance. And that was my standard. I was sticking with it. I would not drop my guard for nothing. Then I got older. I'm like, all right, well, I'm limiting myself. You know what I'm saying? So now I can try to, let me try other things. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the older you get, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's even proven. Well, people have these standards, but the older you get, those standards kind of like diminish a little bit. Like you may be looking for that at a certain point, but then you're at a certain age and you don't have what you want, so you're like, all right, well, maybe let me try to ease off of that. Maybe that's not important, so I can tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? Or let me go there. I can tolerate that. So your checklist is this big when you first start. Then it starts, getting smaller and smaller to the point where you're like, all right, well, I just want to be happy.
But does your checklist start evolving with your maturity? Because it looks like lists, when you're younger, really involve the preference in the way somebody looks as a big chunk of that, attraction. But as you mature, there are other things about people that draw you to them beyond the look. You know what I mean? So you can be gorgeous, but if you're a meathead or you have that hood mindset and you're not getting out of the hood mindset, that's not going to work.
Right.
And
Yeah.
some people, it
I
might work.
used to have some high standards in my opinion. Like and I think it came from not just upbringing, but like what I saw in my house. So like my mom is light skinned. My mom has long hair. Uh, so most of the girls that I was attracted to was light skinned, long hair, um, almost damn near Spanish or something like it, because that was what was around in the town that I lived in. The older I got, I could say by the time I was like 16, 17, like I always told women they were beautiful, period, no matter what they look like. But this was my preference. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, oh, you're beautiful, not my, you know,
Yeah.
what was it? What's the word?
Cup of tea.
Huh?
Not your cup of tea.
Yeah, not my cup of tea, but you're beautiful. Somebody's gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there gonna. But then that changed as the older I got. By the time I got to college and then came down here, and I just was like, oh, like I went from going to a predominantly white mixed school to going to a black university. So I really got a taste of black women from all different areas, different walks of life, and it just was like, oh, okay.
HBCU will do.
I'm figuring out what natural hair is really about, different stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, because back then it was perm. I straight to nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? then after a while, just like, wow, like you really look good with that short hair. Oh my God, you really. It changed. Going to a black university changed my life when it came to that. And after that, yeah, like black women just come in so many different colors and shapes that it's just amazing. But I'm not going to just put it just to y'all. But yes, y'all the most beautiful women there are on this earth. That's all I got to say. But you know what I'm
But
saying?
can we just keep it real that you came to this realization because you did the legwork. You put in the work. You did the you had those experiences. You was knocking stuff down. You had to practice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you were able to ascertain that,
Yeah,
okay, I
it
tasted
was
that food. I may like this one too. Let me taste that.
it was
You
definitely
made
the
your rounds.
practice. Moved
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
I got outside my comfort zone and was able to be like, wow, yeah, oh wow,
But a lot of people don't.
man,
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are more the same and this and the other, and they refuse to step outside of their comfort. And a lot of people end up alone or unhappy
but
because
I think men open up more though. That's the thing. I feel like women, y'all need to open up more. Like I tell you, I have a bunch of girls that I used to call my sister and all of that stuff. Where it was like, yo, just try something different real quick. If it don't work out, you can always go back to what you was liking before. You know what I mean? Like you have to try because you're not gonna know. And that's even to say geographically too. Like I tell them like, yo, maybe you can't mess with these Jersey cats and these New York cats. Maybe you need to just go down south somewhere. You might find your man there. Like you just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
well,
So, Magdalena, thanks for joining the show. She says having standards is great. So, I mean, me personally, like, I still have certain, like, with me, you have to have looks. I have to be physically attracted to you looks wise before we can get anywhere else. Because I'm the type of person I like to go out, I like to show my girl off. And if you don't look good to me, then there's not gonna be a chance.
she's gonna look good to somebody else.
And that's perfectly that's perfect.
Fact of the matter is, even if you don't like her, somebody else.
Right, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, you have to pass that look test for me in order to even get past anything else.
Okay.
Facts though, you gotta match my fly though. Like that's
right.
that's
Yeah,
just what it
exactly,
is.
exactly.
That's
But
about
matching my fly don't have it don't always have to do with just how a person look. Like she could to want she could whatever she looks like to me doesn't matter what it looks like to the next man or the next woman, honestly. So if I feel like she matches my fly, we good. You know what I'm saying? So your fly may be your fly, my fly is my fly, and their fly is their fly. So, because sometimes I know y'all do it, women, because I know the men do it. But like, damn, how she with that nigga? Like, sometimes you be like, yo, how did she get that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but listen,
True.
he might feel like his fly or the type.
not being on my level. I'm tired of that. Like I
Say
know
it
that.
again.
I'm tired of stepping out of my box, and then y'all just shooting yourselves in the foot. All right. So you said something about some girls only date. They only want tall guys. This, that, and the other. I'm a tall female. I'm tall. Like I think only a couple of my male friends are taller than me, and I don't have a height preference. First of all, I date women and men, so I don't have a height preference. But I find with women who are masculine presenting, they don't like tall girls because they want to be, they want to look like they're the person that's
Dominant.
the situation. And I'm like, you better learn how to climb a tree because I don't got no time. I can't be shorter. I can't be shorter. Okay, and I can't help that. And then I have men. I've gone out to date and I've told the person what my height was beforehand, and they get out of the car and they look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're tall." Like,
Oh wow.
I'm done. Like now, it's like that's one of those things. It's like, okay,
So one
like,
theory.
But that might have been his preference though, or her preference.
no, it wasn't. That wasn't. Yeah, it's their preference not to date taller people. But at the same time, all the shorter guys are out here. Well, y'all don't want to date us. But when you get out the car and you see it and your date is taller than you, you're like, oh, you're tall.
But there are a lot of men out there that like to climb trees.
Right, and
I definitely understand that. I definitely get that.
That's a fact.
Look, facts, and I don't got no problem with it, none whatsoever.
My boy, he like 5'2", and his wife like 6 foot, and they've been together since high school.
But see,
probably 40s.
A lot of women, I think that they're hold on, Stephanie's laughing. But a lot of women, from what they say, they don't. A lot of taller women don't like, or a lot of women don't like dating shorter guys because the theory is when they put on heels, they're really gonna be taller than the guy, and it just looks, weird. So that's just some women's theory.
Hey, I feel that
in heels, and if you're not gonna be comfortable with that, that's your issue, not mine. I'm gonna put on the heels and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Hey, you know what I say though, and this is all about how people feel about how others view them, right? So who does it look weird to?
Which is
you
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it looks weird to everybody else, but does it feel like that to you? No. If I'm good and she good, me personally, I don't worry about nobody's feelings when it comes to shit like that.
And you shouldn't.
Exactly.
All right.
Like my wife 5'7", she put on her heels. She about like, whatever the 6, if she wears 6 inches, get you. But she be taller than me. I'm looking up at her. I'm just like, it feels weird, but you look great. How about that?
Hold my hand, make sure I don't break this ankle. All right, that's your job. That's your job right now.
All right. So to end this topic. So is it safe to say that women are single by choice?
I am.
I don't agree with that, but
I think that there are a lot of women who are single by choice. Absolutely.
No, I don't agree with that.
Why?
I have talked to women, and I feel like that's not true. That may be true for some, like yourself, but most women.
She didn't say single and happy. She said single by choice. She just said single and happy. Like,
no.
Let's clear that up.
I'm not even talking about single and happy. I'm talking about single by choice.
I think some people are too picky and pick themselves out of relationships. And it's totally on them.
I feel
that is on them.
I personally feel like every woman has a guy that they can call right now and be like, hey, I want a relationship. And they can be in a relationship right at this moment. I feel every woman has that one guy they can call.
Yeah, but if he was relationship
one,
right.
Right. Maybe more than one. I'm not saying it's gonna be the perfect relationship or they're gonna be happy, but if they really want to be in a relationship, they can make a phone call like, yo, let's do this, and it happens just like that.
So the roster is real. The what is it called? I don't watch basketball. What is it called? The bench. They on the bench. They're sitting there.
They're playing the bench.
They're playing on. Okay, they're there. They're there.
All right. So let's move on. All right. So here's a fun one for you guys, and we get to see the creativity from everyone and their preference. So you're stuck in a house for a month, and you can only watch one. Which show are you watching? Martin, Jamie Foxx, The Wayans Brothers, or Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Fresh
Prince.
Martin for me.
Fresh
Martin
Prince
for me all day.
Wayne, I like Jamie Foxx, but that's out of there. That's not a competitor with those three. And then there's only 2 left after you think about Fresh Prince and Martin. So I would go with Martin.
Martin? Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie says Martin all day, so she's definitely rocking with Martin.
Martin.
For me, I'm on a fence. It's either Martin or Fresh Prince. The Wayans Brothers was funny. Jamie Foxx was funny, but Martin or Fresh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Content.
I think depending on how old you are. How old you are when somebody asks you this question.
Why? They came out around not around the same time. I think Fresh Prince was first, right?
Martin was after Fresh Prince.
Yeah, Fresh
so-
Prince was definitely first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, man,
If you're in a
I might go Fresh Prince. Honestly,
want to go with Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince.
Martin, like I said,
What y'all mean about age though? Like you said it's about age.
Age, relationship status. I think if I'm in a relationship, I would want to watch Martin more. I would want to watch Martin more.
So
Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that.
Alright, so Magdalena says Fresh Prince. So alright, hold on, one more comment.
So wait,
so
I don't like
Rashad
that.
says I'm alternating because if I'm stuck in the house for a month, everything is getting binge watched. No. You gotta pick one to watch for the whole month.
Fresh Prince.
So, alright, so Alex, so what you're saying is you feel like your relationship status would determine which show you watch?
Yeah.
Go wait. Before you do that, go to the age. You said age, right? So what age will be watching Fresh
Why are you
Prince?
offended at this? Like, why?
Nah, I'm not.
Why
I'm not
are you
offended.
Like, what's up?
I'm not offended. I'm trying to figure this out real quick.
Prince is more of a family type. It was geared toward the family demographic. Martin, that's definitely geared toward the 24 to 35 age demographic. When you're hanging out with your friends and you're coupled up friends and y'all going on the situations that happen between friends and couples. That's really specific, you know.
I was watching them shits like back to back though. Like that's what.
Yeah.
Of course, because it came out when we were young. It came out when we were young. We should not have been watching Martin when it was on, but it was still good. Okay, because we ain't know about it from the fifth floor.
I'm thinking about my favorite Martin scene right now.
But Fresh Prince is like, again, Fresh Prince gives me different feelings than Martin does.
I'm laughing in my head right now.
All right, we have another comment. So Stephanie says, Jay, now we all know you're old. All right, listen. All right. I am not old.
I get what you're saying though, Alex, because like, look, I just thought about two of my favorite scenes, right, from both shows.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite scene from Martin is two of them, but I'm only gonna name one. When he had the Rottweiler dog.
Oh, that was. we had a whole black.
Yeah. And then when I think about my favorite scene, there's two from Fresh Prince too. But when I think about my favorite scene from Fresh Prince, it was the one when Martin cried on his shoulder.
When Martin,
you mean
when Will cried on his shoulder.
Like, why
when his father walked away, when his father left him.
Why he don't want?
Yeah, that was a powerful scene though.
It was powerful, bro. It was real.
That's my number one cry moment from Fresh Prince. But I think like the one that doesn't make me cry, but it hits me hard was when they were trying to pledge that frat and they was calling in like he wasn't woke enough for them and called him like no. That moment for me I was like
my second one is mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
So Rashad says I'm gonna pick Jamie Foxx just to be the odd man out.
What? Nah, don't be that odd. Don't be that odd. Out of them three, I don't know.
So he also says that's one of the most powerful scenes in Black television. Yeah, it was. And to think that Will Smith didn't have any acting lessons, or he wasn't like he got acting lessons for the show. Yeah. That was kind of dope also within itself.
Yeah. Did you watch the reunion?
Family Matters should have been up there.
Yeah, I watched the reunion. Yeah, the reunion was pretty good.
Reunion made, like I was sad because they really addressed the original Aunt Viv. You know that situation.
Which she was funny too, man. That scene where she was at the daggone place. Yeah, dancing. Oh man, she killed that, man.
All right. And Rashad also says he had a few funny episodes. Yeah, he actually had a few funny episodes.
Who? He said Jamie Foxx or who?
I think Jamie Foxx. The show.
But look, can you think about?
It definitely was a decent show. No, we're not discrediting the Jamie.
Foxx. I love the Jamie Foxx show.
But if it's out of the four,
I'm not binging Jamie Foxx.
I'm not. Like,
Nah,
give
me
me a
neither.
funny
Nah, not at all.
scene from Jamie Foxx.
I
Like, that
got a
you can
couple.
remember.
Yeah, I don't have a memorable episode.
I have a couple. So I know like when he was when they were shooting a movie in the
The hotel.
hotel, and he was just like Jamie Foxx supposed to be an extra, and he was like your atmosphere. So he was like I'm atmosphere. So he kept trying to make his way to try to make his own parts, make his own lines. He was like atmosphere don't talk. Go over there.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, that episode was pretty funny.
Shout out
I
Jamie
never
Foxx,
saw that
though.
episode. Never.
And
For him singing on the show. I remember singing, and I remember Braxton. Like Braxton, was the funny one to me.
yeah, and and then then he would go to a restaurant and say he would order a mother flapper with cheese. That I thought that was funny.
Shout out Jamie Foxx, man. He definitely he got a show on Netflix now too.
Yeah, I seen it.
I heard that it was good. I heard really good things about it. I never watched it.
My opinion on that. Before I get to that, the pool party episode, that was pretty funny. And Stephanie says
I don't remember that.
Funny. All right, so maybe to Stephanie, Jamie Foxx show wasn't that funny. But as far as his show on Netflix, my personal opinion, I feel like he tried to do too much. Like he tried too hard to be funny, in my opinion. Now the episodes, the plot of the episodes was interesting. It kept me interested watching for that purpose. But it's like I felt like he was doing too much. He's trying to do impressions. He was just trying. I'm like, yo, bro, like just do you like when you was doing the Jamie Foxx show? It felt like it was natural. Now it's like you're trying to be funny, and
it's like just from the trailer, it looked like he was like mixing shows with other shows.
Yeah,
like trying to mix Martin.
Well, no, he's probably no. I think he's trying to show his comedic range. I think you guys are maybe misinterpreting. Maybe he's really just trying to showcase.
True. Stay in his lane because because the show is cool, but not because of him.
While he's started, I think that for me, Jamie Foxx does better acting in drama roles. Like I think he's not in the dramatic, serious roles. Even though we came up with him on Unlimited Color and a Jamie Foxx and doing stand up, like
I'm looking forward to his role being Mike Tyson. I think he's gonna do amazing at that. Yeah, because that's what he does. Yeah, the drama is good.
So Rashad says the football party episode where he went against the NFL legends, and he said what's up Jamie Foxx show for the Steve Harvey. Rashad apparently is of the Steve Harvey show. All right, so with that being said, let's go into the next debate, which kind of actually, segues perfectly. Who is the better actor, Jamie Foxx or Will Smith?
Damn.
Willard Smith.
I think that Will is a better actor. It's just that his roles of late are not that great. I mean, what the hell was After Earth and Gemini Man? Can we stop?
Yo, Gemini Man was dope. I'm not even gonna front, but that's me.
That was a check for him. That was a check for him. He knew that wasn't his best work. But he is a superstar. To me, Will is a superstar. He has superstar quality. I don't see that. Jamie Foxx, he has skill, but he is not a superstar. And like Will Smith is a mega star. Like he owns whatever role he takes. I'm not to say that Jamie Foxx doesn't, but Will is on another level. He is a superstar.
He is, but Jamie Foxx, like I think that Jamie Foxx is believable in so many things. Like if somebody can get me to be mad at them for some shit that they did in the movie, okay, I give them credit where credit is due. All right, because Jamie Foxx. All right, so Jamie Foxx and Ray, hands down, excellent.
One of my favorite movies.
But then it's like even in other things like Baby Driver, when nobody knew that he was in that movie, his role in that movie, he did so well. Like again, I was mad. I was like, okay.
That movie Power that he had, that joint is fire.
What?
Power. Oh, I never saw that.
The movie with the little girl where they take a pill and they have superpowers on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, I never saw that.
Rashad says, I feel it depends on which type of production it is. Magdalena says, Will, all day. Jamie Foxx has a few roles where he excelled, but they were mostly overlooked.
Yes.
And don't ask me to actually name them all.
Ray, Baby Driver. What's the one when he was the violinist? What was that? What is it called, the violinist? With Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Sure.
I forgot what it's called.
I don't know the name. Yeah, I don't know the name.
He was great in that. But see, after all of this, I can name every movie that they've all done. But Pursuit of Happiness with Will, for me, that gives it. That's it. That's it for me.
So
the happiness.
So Magdalena brought a bombshell, Bad Boys. So yeah,
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Bad Boys, of course.
I liked him. No, I liked him in
known-
that other movie. That movie where
But
the
that's-
world was ending. What is the name of that movie?
I Am Legend.
Yes, that movie was good for me too with Will.
So look,
and even one of his earlier movies where the 6 Degrees of Separation, he was amazing in that too. Like, to me, that's when he really emerged as, that was early on.
That's
when he really distinguished himself as a thespian. Like, not even an actor, like a thespian. Like, that was acting. For sure. Well,
either one of you
may or may not be acting, but
have you watched it?
You never know.
Jermaine,
which movie?
Did you watch 6 Degrees of Separation?
No.
What about you?
Nah.
Oh, you have to.
I seen it when I was younger.
Like that. Wow.
I'm sure we'll have a different impression now, for sure.
I mean,
this is the thing, though.
Says, so we aren't going to mention Hancock. Laugh out loud.
Can
I like Hancock.
Again.
But listen, in recent time though, right? I need more from Will right now. Other than the
After Earth crap that we got.
Nah, not even. I'm not. Other than the Bad Boys. Other than Bad Boys, I need something.
Are you looking more for his comedic range? Like, do you like him in movies like Hitch? Stuff like that kind of shows the funny, but like maybe like date movies. Like what
Hitch,
kind of?
I like Hancock. I need more of that, but then I need the serious roles, but not like the action star Will. Like I need something else. Like the roles that Jamie is giving me, it's like I can believe him in these roles. The roles that will be giving me, some of them, it's like I ain't really believed you since Pursuit of Happiness, my guy.
Well, you have to understand that there are two different places in their career. So I think that Will has the ability to say, I don't want to do that. Whereas Jamie, he may still have that hunger. He still may be hungry to kind of, or have a point to prove. I feel like Will is past proving a point. He's like, okay, you know who I am, write the check. And if I feel like doing that, I'm going to do it, And I think that he takes more chances with his career because he can. You know what I mean? I think that Jamie may be a little bit more reserved. I think that Will, clearly his last work, like, I think that he takes chances on potential flops.
Because
he can do that.
If you look at Gemini Man, right? I believe he did Gemini Man, and I believe that he felt like it was a real good movie to him because it was good to me. I liked it. I guess it's like getting an album from somebody and you kind of needed it, so you took it for what it was, but then everybody else like, yo, that shit whack. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a fan, you like, nah, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
it's not like you're making up excuses. You
right.
really thought it was good. So when I look back at Gemini Man, I feel like Will thought the movie was good for one. But I think he thought it was more because when I saw him explaining it, that's how I got to this conclusion. Is that he felt like it was more groundbreaking than anything because of the style of
the special effects of the
technology
movie
that they use to make him look young.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you look at it, Not every part did you think.
But that's
that
what
it
I'm
was
saying. Like
CGI.
he's taking those chances, right? He's taking those chances, and I feel like he's at his point and at the point in his career where he can take a chance on a movie that may or may not impact the business or the industry. Maybe years later, people will be looking at that like, man, this was a great film. The
I think
production was amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's okay with that. He's okay with knowing that, it may not be received well now. I don't think that
And being
Jamie
the
is like,
first
I
to
don't feel
do
like he had a
certain
thick
things
skin.
is pretty cool. Like when you're the first
Yeah,
to do something like
exactly.
that,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll take more chances. Like I said. Like
I'm still going Jamie on that one. I love Will. I'm a
Alex,
big
anything
Will
else to
fan.
add?
But as of late, I'm going to go Will.
Alex,
Jamie.
got anything to add, Alex?
I think Will is the better actor, but I think Jamie has been getting the better roles as of late.
Okay.
I mean, Will's got to bring me some whole Malcolm X, Denzel vibe for me to be like, okay, we're back. Okay.
All right, cool. So another situation. So I guess for me and Jamar, it'll be the female version. But if your husband or wife, in our case, went from left to right within 10 years of your marriage, would you love him the same? Would you love him the same, right? Because of how he's about. Would you love him the same, right? Because it's love, not looks. So would you love the same person? Yes or no?
All right. I think I'm going to go first.
You going for what? No?
I think that if you are in a marriage with somebody and it takes you 10 years to say something over that transformation, you don't love them to begin with. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Because that's
listen.
the overnight transformation. That's not an overnight transformation. If you see that there's behavior changes, body changes, physical changes, all emotional changes, and you say nothing, and then you decide 10 years from now, after the transformation is made, to say something, where was that love? Looks be damned. Where was the love when that was happening?
Yeah, there has to be some kind of accountability. I totally agree. Let's say you're a typical wife and you're the one, providing the meals, and like if you guys are not at the gym together, if you guys are not, preparing healthy, nutrient dense meals, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? I would imagine that if someone gained that amount of weight in 10 years, the spouse probably is not that far behind. I don't see someone well, I mean, two different people could exist together, coexist, and, kind of have a different focus. But like you said, the love had to deviate from that situation if you guys are not on the same page when it comes to health and when it comes to, just maintaining
And it's not
a
even like
certain like you don't
it's
start out physically fit like that and just completely derail without some
that,
kind of
like something else is going on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
he was like a
definitely.
regular person with no muscles and he was just a regular average person who gained
Right.
weight over time. No, like he went
Yeah.
from I'm in the gym 3 to 5 days a week, and now I'm on the couch 5 days a week. I'm not gonna say nothing. Not saying, babe, why
Yeah.
you on the couch? Why you being lazy? I'm not gonna approach it like that. It's gonna be like, what's the matter? What's going on? What has occurred that now
Yeah.
you've had
Something
such
definitely changed.
yeah, like what's going on?
Y'all
Okay.
want to know what changed? Y'all want to know what changed?
What?
The comfort.
The nigga got
The comfort level or
comfortable.
something? What?
It got comfortable, right? That's one thing I'm gonna say. First off, that's one. Second off, we talking about almost probably like a 35-year-old to a 65. So that's 30 years this man could have made this transformation into this big body Bentley right here.
This is 10,
It's just
Right?
10
this is 10 years.
Huh?
It says 10 years.
Oh, this says 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's
No, but 10 years in between them. No,
nature.
but he could be 35 if he had that body, and then 10 years he turned into,
All right, so my bad, because it's
Humpty
so small I
Dumpty.
can't read it. So if this happened within 10 years, then my point is not valid on that point. But yes, he did get he got comfortable. He got comfortable. She must have been feeding my man really, really good. You know?
Right.
That's two. And then my
Or
third
bad.
thing is my third thing, which is the question, is just what she look like behind the camera right now.
Right.
You feel me? Like she taking that
Exactly.
picture.
Right.
We don't
That's
know
my
what
point
she
too.
look like.
For sure.
All right. So let me read the
Exactly.
comments.
She's not that far behind him.
So Stephanie says, "I agree, ladies," and she says, "Oh no, we run it together, honey."
Look, if you want to, if the weight is a problem, if there's nothing else going on behind the weight mentally, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's nothing. Let's go on a walk. Let's change what we're eating. You know what I mean? Let's make decisions when we go shopping together. Like those are easy fixes. But my big thing is the whole mental health aspect. Again, I don't think anybody's gonna go from one of those to the other without some mental health issues in between.
Yeah.
You gotta work to get that big that fast. You have to work to get that big. Like I don't care what anybody says. Like you could eat and eat McDonald's every day. You know, the walk to the bus when you go to work every day is going to help with that. But if you decide and make a decision to not do anything and to take in that much, you're sad and you're depressed, and it's something that you need to discuss with your significant other.
See, that don't look like depression to me, man. That look like
because he on the
if he was depressed, right? My man would not have his big body out like that, showing it off. He's out here showing off, like, yo, I feel
He's proud. He's proud of that.
He's proud of that. I feel like that same dude in the picture before this. That I mean, you know, the prior 10-year picture. I feel like that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I got my stomach all out. That is confidence right there. To have your drawn out. If you got your whole, you know what I mean? You feel me? And she right there. Hey, go ahead, baby. If it wasn't some type of comfortable situation going on right there, that picture would have never seen a day of light. And I need to see what the other side of that camera looking like, what she look like. Cause she probably comfortable on her skin too.
She could be a whole size 0. We would never know.
But look, she confident enough in her man to take that picture of him and post it.
True.
Right. All right. So, let's see what you. All right. So we have another opinion question. All right. So you have to delete one: sex, $6 million, or your teeth. Which
man.
Wait, how old am I? How old am I? I'm just saying, how old am I?
All right, I know mine. Y'all want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going with my teeth.
Please, because I can't.
I'm going with my teeth because when I get that $6 million, I'm just gonna go buy some veneers and we good.
No, that's not fair. That's cheating. We want
How?
You need to gum on your way to the bank for that money. That's not fair. No.
So then I'm gonna gum all the way to the bank. But then after I get to that bank, let me get them fresh veneers, the all white ones.
Nah.
Let me get them new all whites.
Oh my god.
Like some Uptowns just came out. Let me get that.
All right, Dee says laugh out loud. So Dee, which one? So ladies in the comments, what would you pick? Well, which one would you delete? Let me hear from you guys. Victoria, what you think?
This is really tough. This is really, really, really tough for me. Oh man, I love good teeth, natural teeth. That figure in the middle is very close to my heart. Actually, it's so crazy that it's on the screen right now. I'm going to say, teeth. I guess I have to say, I guess money will fix it. Oh my gosh, but I love my teeth. I don't know.
Wait,
I love
is
natural teeth.
fix the teeth after Jay? Like, is that a thing? Is that
Like,
an
can you
acceptable?
fix the teeth or no?
Can we fix the teeth? Because then I would adjust my answer.
So let's be fair and say no, because the obvious answer is yeah. I'll lose my teeth and then pay for it. So let's just say no.
So hold on, like, cause, like, all right. So you telling me that I'm gonna be the 6 million man with no teeth,
million.
my guy?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You'll be a $6 million, you'll be a $600 million millionaire with having a lot of sex, but you won't have no teeth to do it.
Yup, you got $600 million and can't spend a cent on Polygrip. Okay.
And Dee says sex. Interesting.
Wow, sex.
What you said?
There's no way. I could never. No, I couldn't delete that. Yeah, I couldn't delete that.
I can't.
I would delete the 600 million before I would delete the sex. There's no way.
Right.
No.
All right. So Stephanie says, "Wait, when you say sex, does that include oral?" I'm just saying.
Yeah. For the high school sex people in the back, oral sex is still sex, y'all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's still gonna be my teeth, because I'm just gonna give them the gummies every time. They're gonna catch the gummies.
You're gonna be on a liquid diet with $600.
What you say, Alex?
You're gonna have a liquid diet with $6.
I'm a kill it. Liquid diet. Look, I'm gonna have a liquid diet. I'm getting, let me get that filet mignon milkshake back there with the big straw. Let me get the big straw, because
yeah, delete the teeth. It's a fact. Yeah, the other two is too crazy to take away, man.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be doing everything I want to do with the 600 mil, so we good. No gummies. I mean, no teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with my sex and my 600.
Millionaire meth head. Nah.
This is something dear to you. All right, so we'll go with another.
It ain't gonna matter at that point. I'm trying to tell you, it's not, because they see that 600 mil.
But people you would love you for your money or for you.
Hey, listen, if Flavor Flav out here getting them, I know I could get them with the 600 mil I got with the gummies, straight gummies.
Yeah.
So Stephanie says, "I'm just gonna have to kill him with the closed mouth smile."
Right. Fact.
Yeah, but that closed mouth smile start to look weird after a while. I start looking like this.
You foolish, man.
One we can't get rid of. Number one is we're not getting rid of.
Right, so
yeah, number one is non-negotiable.
Yeah, right. I agree. All right, so we got some classics. But if one of these songs have to go, which one are you letting go?
Return of the Mac.
Yeah, Return of the Mac for sure. That song is annoying to me.
I like it, but I can't give the other three up for that one. Nah. Return of the Mac, gotta go.
I think because we heard Return of the Mac like a million times, like that's why we could let it go.
I'm trying to think of what kind of dance would be doing.
I heard all of these a million times, though.
As soon as we saying this is how we do it, before I let go. First of all, how dare you, Beverly and Maze up there? Like, how dare y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. And Velvet, it's that was like one good song. Like, come on now.
All right, so for the last topic, Rashad just chimed in. He said, "I'll sacrifice the teeth because once the money comes in, those veneers are gonna be immaculate." Look, can't get veneers.
That's cheating.
Can't get veneers. You gotta gum it up.
The gummies.
No.
You gotta look like was it Grandpa Simpson, Homer's dad?
Hilarious.
The Next Door Neighbor and Yes Man. You remember that?
Yeah.
The Next Door Neighbor and Yes Man. Her.
Hella money with all of that. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Hilarious.
Oh, so for this one, For
Choose
me, it was
wisely.
between Return of the Mac and This Is How We Do It. But I might say I'm gonna say Return of the Mac. If it says something like One Gotta Go, and if these were the only songs you had to listen to, then I might keep Return of the Mac just because it's a different vibe.
Okay.
And like This Is How We Do It, and This Is How We Do It, Before I Let Go, and Poison give you that same type of when you get up type of vibe, like. And Return of the Mac is on some, Jamaican, Caribbean type vibe.
Right.
But I would say since those are not the last songs on the earth type of thing, then I'm going to go This Is How We Do It.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, if you at a party and you could be sitting there chilling, whatever, but if Poison come on, everybody up like, oh snap! You know what I'm saying? So,
Before I Let Go too. Those C and D, them two, everybody's getting up. But This Is How We Do It, Return of the Mac,
it's a fact.
not so much.
all right. So Rashad said I'd have to agree. Return of the Mac would be my choice of elimination. Yeah, I agree too. I think it's unanimous. Return of the Mac was a dope song.
It's
But-
still it is. It's just for this question, One Gotta Go. Like again, he brought up the point that if we had the 3 on repeat and that's all we had, then I would probably say This Is How We Do It, only because lyrically, it's not really much to listen to. It's a hype song. But lyrically, I could listen to Return of the Mac longer than This Is How We Do It. But for the purposes of these songs being hype songs and, we're on the dance floor and we're ready to burn these calories, Return of the Mac gotta go.
Okay.
You know what? Just based off of that answer you just said, what you just said, I'm going to change my answer and say I'm going to keep Return of the Mac.
I gave you another pro list.
Yes, only because when you made me think further, because this is what I thought earlier today, but then when y'all said your answers, I thought different. Now, when you said what you said, now I'm thinking back to my old answer, and what you said is right, because Poison gives you the same vibe as This Is How We Do It,
but lyrically, it's much better.
Which one?
Poison.
Poison is better than This Is How We Do It, right? Yeah. Cause I only like a few parts. Like I like the whole song of This Is How We Do It, but I only like a few parts that get me like where all hands is in the air.
But it's repetitive.
Like that.
It's repetitive. Poison is like, yo, it's
girl,
like there's verses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's verses to it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
whole,
keep Return to Mac.
Sure, you know the lyrics.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my original answer. I'm gonna keep Return to the Mac and get rid of This How We Do It.
All right, cool. All right, so this next one is very, very interesting.
If I were you, I'd take precaution.
Uh-oh.
What?
So finish this sentence. The movie that traumatized me the most as a kid was.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Like
really?
Oh my goodness! What? I was deathly afraid to go to sleep because Freddy was gonna come get me. Like I'm like talking about it right now. Like I may or may not be able to go to sleep after this podcast because Freddy's gonna come get me. Like yeah, I'm still.
Yo, I
I'm
love
still
Freddy.
over
yo.
it.
He was funny to me.
He's funny.
That
He's
and
funny as
Hellraiser.
hell.
That and Hellraiser.
Then
that movie and Hellraiser. Oh hell no.
Who you got, Alex? Who you got? She got that and Hellraiser.
I don't think anybody watches. Like it was like a low budget horror film, but it was called The Gate.
Yo, The Gate was good.
Oh hell yeah, I know The Gate. I know The Gate.
Someone with the eye in the hand.
With the thing that coming from under the bed, I was.
Yeah, he had to kill it.
Hang off the bed.
He had an eye in his hand. He stabbed it.
What is happening? And I watch horror movies like Pet Sematary. It's like my ish. I like Halloween. I love the not Friday the 13th movies, but
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm never a Jason fan. I was never really a Jason fan. It's not scary.
I was.
But The Gate had me shook. It was
Jason was funny to me, man. Jason was funny. Freddy was funny. What else is funny? Hellraiser was like, this is kind of weird. Like, and it had me kind of scared, but not really. But I'm gonna have to say, if I had to finish this here sentence right there, then none of the movies scared me because they wasn't killing black folks. So the one that scared me was why you laugh, Jay?
I think I know where you about to go.
Candyman.
Oh, okay.
What?
Candyman used to.
Yeah.
Candyman scared me. I listen. I'm not saying that name at all. My cousin used to play games. We'd be in the bathroom and they'd do it, and I'm running. I'm out of there.
But low key, remember Tales from the Hood?
That's another one that got me, only because I don't like dolls. I don't like nothing with dolls. So Chucky wasn't one of my favorites, but Chucky was funny.
So I ain't gonna lie. So for me, that was a movie that traumatized me, and I'm gonna tell you a funny story of why that traumatized me.
Chucky?
What movie?
Which one? The very first one. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I was at my grandmother's house. My mother was like, "Hey, we going to the movies." All right, cool. We going to the movies. Now, prior to that, she had got me the Chucky doll. I had no idea what it was. I'm thinking it's a doll. It's a toy. I'm hyped, like, yeah, a toy, whatever. So so I go to so we go to the movies. And, you know, Child's Play started. You know, Andy's watching cartoons, and, you know, everything like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's a little cartoon movie. Great. I'm gonna have fun. And next thing I know, Chucky's he's coming alive and he's moving. I'm like, wait a minute, time out. This is for wait. He's trying to kill. Oh, nah. So from that point, I view toys different. So now I get home from the movie theater. We go home. I have the Chucky doll that my mother brought me sitting on my bed when I get home. When I tell you, I took that thing, threw it in the closet, put a chair by the door, and I think maybe like for a week I couldn't sleep.
Yo,
we fighting.
Was it the Chucky doll or was it my buddy?
It was the big brother. It was my brother, the big brother.
Yeah, probably was my buddy.
My buddy.
It might have been my buddy. I don't remember.
Yeah,
it
probably was.
They had the same outfit.
Whoever it was, they would have came out that closet. We'd have just shot the fair one.
Nah, bro, that's why
perfect for selling those dolls to actual children. Like, why? Why would you do such a thing?
Yo, that might have got me too, bro. Because that's why I said Child's Play a little bit, because I didn't like dolls or nothing. Like Tales from the Hood, that type of dolls running around. I don't mess with that. And my brother had my buddy, and then my sister had Kid's sister. Nah, man.
I don't like clown doll.
I don't like none of them.
At the poltergeist.
So Didi says, shaking my head, laugh out loud. And Rashad says, I had my buddy and definitely had the same situation. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, that's
because he still got it somewhere.
I'm sure he,
seen it.
You're right, yo. Rashad has a collect. Yo, Rashad has old. Like, he definitely keeps hold of a lot of stuff. I don't know how and why, but he definitely has.
I'm good. Nah, son. Nope. Charles Lee Ray can stay over there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stop it real quick. All right. So, what's the most important part in a relationship? Sex, love, trust, or time?
We gotta pick one.
Yeah, the most important.
You know what's so crazy? They say what's the most important part in a relationship? I could say all of them, because they all are the most important part. But I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'll go first on this.
Hold on, wait. Before you start, Jabbar, I gotta go back to this topic.
What?
So, for sure, I still actually have my buddy locked away in the closet.
He probably do.
I told you.
Why are you going to say Facebook user?
I don't know why I said so. IGI, I think I said that right. Says trust. I got you, Jamar. What you think?
So she says trust. What is the most important? Sex, love, time, or trust? I say trust because trust is trust could bring all of those. I wish they had like maybe like loyalty up here or something like that, communication, something like that. But I'm gonna go number 3. I'm gonna say trust is the most important out of these, followed by time.
Yeah, I was about to say time is definitely my answer because without time, I can't grow my trust. I can't grow to love you, and we won't have time to have sex. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
need,
I like that.
I need the time.
I like
I
that.
need the time for sure.
If your relationship is lasting, trust I think is the biggest one for me because sex is gonna stop. Um, love. Well, I want to put love up there
You said sex is gonna stop where and why? Why would sex
because
stop?
you get older. People if I'm living till I'm 100, I'm not knocking boots and trying to break a hip. Some sex is gonna stop eventually. You
Shit,
know
I
what I mean?
hope I can knock boots around the time because
I
I
don't
still
know.
need.
My great grandmother, she was in her 80s before she died, and I used to ask her. I used to ask her crazy, crazy questions, and I asked her if her and my great grandfather still had sex, and if she was in her 80s, she told me yes. So I don't know. Like maybe it doesn't stop.
It's downstairs. Let
Like
me
for
go.
some people,
I'm about to ask. Listen,
I
listen.
hope. I hope
like for
I'm still going.
yeah, for
But
some people it doesn't stop.
and
Yeah, some people it
and then
doesn't stop.
especially we had a conversation about military relationships yesterday. You're not going to time is a premium. It's what is the word? A luxury sometimes. It's a luxury sometimes, but if you have love that can surpass all of those things, that can stand the test of these things ebbing and flowing, because everything is not going to be at a constant in a relationship. Things ebb and flow. Like there's sometimes where you're going to have sex less than other times. There's going to be
But
times
what's
when you
running in the background? What's running in the background is that time passing. That time is what's needed to invest to grow the others.
well, if you had time in the beginning, if you've already established that this is the one for you and you're and it's it and you have this life together already, then you know a little time apart is not going to be the be all and end all. Not for me anyway.
All right, so comment real quick. So Stephanie
Yeah.
says, "Oh, Granny was getting it in."
Yeah, she was. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think for me, I think trust. And I feel like without trust, you definitely won't build time. Um, what's the other one?
Love and sex.
Yeah, you definitely won't love somebody if you don't trust them. And obviously, if you don't have the other three, you definitely won't have sex.
Love somebody.
You can love somebody without trust.
I mean, you can, but
You could definitely love somebody without trust.
but if long term, I think trust, definitely would be the foundation, because without trust in a relationship, I don't think you would actually have any of the others. So
Maybe.
so Victoria, you have any vacation news for us?
Oh wow. I actually do have a little.
Okay.
So
Hold on, wait a minute. We were gonna give you the spotlight. All right, the floor is yours.
yes. So with the travel news, I actually just visited Los Angeles recently, and that was a fantastic, fantastic trip. I haven't been back to LA in roughly 3 years. So um, on a random Sunday, I went to this spot in LA called Limert Park Village, and they have like it's like this enclave of black folks just coming together, a lot of vendors out there selling books, selling clothing, um, They had people out there selling crystals. There was like amazing food trucks that had vegan fare, that had Mexican fare, soul food. There was a West Indian food out there, so there was a dope Jamaican spot as well. But the highlight of that little festival that occurs on Sundays, there was, well, actually, this store is open 7 days a week. It's called Napoli Naturals, and they're pretty much an herbalist store. So it was my first time going. The line was very, very, very long, and I joined it because you see a line, you're like, okay, what's going on? This has to be something special, right? If people are lining up. I got online, and what I noticed was the people before me were kind of listing off their ailments, like, oh, I can't sleep. Can you recommend an herb for me? To kind of maybe help with my sleep. Or a guy was like, oh, I'm trying to lose some weight. Is there any herbs that you recommend? So I have some other stuff going on. I kind of, let them in on what I was trying to target. And they're just, honestly, they're magical in that store. Like if you find yourself in LA, definitely go to Napoli Naturals. They have everything. Like I said, they're a traditional herbalist. They have so many just natural selection of herbs, spices, lotions, soap, anything from hair care as well. And it's brown people, running the store, and they're doing amazing, amazing things in there. So if you ever find your way to the West Coast and you want to support some brown and black people, I think it will be a lovely, lovely, lovely idea to go to Lamert Park Village. And that's it for now.
Okay.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right.
Well, that's always gonna be classic. Kevin Hart, he definitely was on to something when he did that. All right. We are at the hour and 27-minute mark. We have held you viewers hostage long enough, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off. We definitely thank all you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining. Again, you can subscribe to the channel. We have a Facebook group. We also are on YouTube, so definitely please subscribe, show love.
Subscribe.
And with the Facebook group, if you guys have suggestions, things you want to talk about, things you want us to talk about, let us know. Comment in the group. We'll definitely put on the show. And who knows, you may be even lucky to be on the show to discuss your topic with us. So yeah, definitely subscribe. Let us know. Dee Dee says good night, and Rashad says great show as always, guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you, Rashad, Dee Dee, Stephanie, Ajad, Magdalena. Thank you all you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for commenting, for keeping the show live. This show isn't nothing without, obviously, our cast, but without you guys, because again, this can be a show where just friends talking, having a conversation, and this can be a regular FaceTime call, but you guys, help us and make it what it is. So we definitely thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. and again next Tuesday, 8 p.m. I have been your host, Jay McMain.
It's your boy Jamal, Mr. F that.
Newbie Alex.
I'm Victoria Elizabeth.
All right, and we will see you guys later. Peace.